Critical Mass, February 20th, 2016. My favorite movie. Well, you know, it was when it first came out. The Last Boy Scout, Bruce Willis. And Vern Lundquist and linebacker Dick Butkus. Billy Blanks. Here we go. Right here. This is the best scene of the whole goddamn movie. Feel the tension. You feel the rain, don't you? Look at his eyes. You're like, oh yeah. Billy Blanks. Going for it. Yeah, here he goes. Catch the ball. Oh, see, I'm in a football game, but this is realistic. Because he has to score for the game. Watch. Let's see. Is this realistic? Okay, let me do this. I'm gonna take out okay, I'm gonna make the tackle. Oh, I'm going crazy. Oh, he's dead. Crowd's going crazy. Up, shooting on the guy in the shoulder. Shooting on the guy in the knee. Get to the end zone. I'm gonna famous last line. Look at the rain though. Do you feel it? Adds atmosphere. Here we go.
Ain't life a bitch.
Ain't life a bitch? Bam! Sorry. So, I rewatched this movie. Hadn't seen it in a long time. And it is terrible. Terrible. Just terrible. Damon Wayans, you know, actually I saw him do comedy once, and he bitched and moaned the whole time that he was making $80,000 a week doing Living Color, and he had to give it up. His brother, I don't know, whatever, they had to stop with it, and he was bitching and moaning, and he wasn't even funny. He just sat there complaining, telling you know, he was used to make $80,000 an episode and everything, but his acting is terrible in this movie. Actually, Bruce Willis, you know, it's funny. He gets punched in the face, gets hit in the back of the head, gets hit with the butt of the gun in the back of the head. Gets hit by, you know, I mean, the whole movie, he's getting, you know, spitting up blood. He looks like he was like, you know, he didn't even look like he enjoyed the movie. I think this is the movie where Lance, what's the name of the screenwriter, this is the guy who wrote, and I'm blanking on his name. He's a screenwriter, and he wrote this movie on the napkin. He wrote the treatment on a napkin. And, that's how the movie got made from there. That was the gist of it. That he wrote the treatment, wrote the idea on a napkin, and he was so hot at the time that they gave him this. And actually, the Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, and I don't know why I can't remember his goddamn name. Yeah, I can't remember his name. Did he direct this too? I don't know if he directed this too, but yeah, Shane Black, that was his name. So it's funny, and I also. You know, I digress. I got a little off track today because I've been running inside this basement today. I went outside. I ran over 11 miles, and it probably was a little too much. I got home, and today's cleaning day, but I decided, you know, maybe I shouldn't clean. Maybe I passed out. Carolina won a big game. Carolina, gotta love Carolina. But and did some writing today too. I got all these good workout ideas. I'm very excited about them. So my parents are at Dining Out Club. They asked me if I wanted to go, and I was like, hanging out with a bunch of, no offense to the septuagenarians, but I wanted no part of it. So Peanut's sleeping, and I watched, which my friend Frank won on Celebrity, what's that show called? Celebrity Name Game. And the celebrities are people, one was on Reba, and, you know, most of the people are like, oh, one of the guys was on Sex and the City, but I can't remember his character's name. So yeah, I watched 2 back-to-back of that. Yeah, and I started watching The Kingsman again, which I really liked, which I might start watching again because there's nothing on there. The Magic Mike sequel, which my friend said was terrible. The first one he really liked. I didn't. Are we friends? Are we best friends? That's the line I remember for that movie so much. But it was just on again. It was torture to watch. So, and it's a terrible time of year. There's no sports on. We have on what do we have on? We have freaking basketball and hockey. I'm not really into it. And the tourneys, we're still away from March Madness and all that stuff. So I don't know. There's nothing on. I miss football. I read a great article today. This guy named Joe Nocera. He writes for the Times. I actually emailed him once, and he wrote about Trump, how he destroyed the USFL because they were like, they're playing in the spring, and he thought that they had to compete with the NFL, and then they ended up suing NFL, and they lost the case. Well, what they won the case, but they won $1 in triplicate. So with interest, they won $3.76, and it ended the whole league. And basically, he was saying how this is a guy who just really puts his name on stuff now. That's what he is. His name goes to projects, whatever, and a lot of them are shit anyway. Nobody knows what his net worth is. He's just a guy who loves being in public, talking his shit. But I don't know what he's really doing. He does a Celebrity Apprentice, but so basically, when I was going to tell him, hey, same thing when Bush, was president of the Rangers, and because really didn't have any jobs, did he? And then he became president. So if he can run the Rangers, they didn't do shit. What's the big deal that he destroyed the USFL? Maybe it'll actually help him. I don't know. Now I'm just rambling. So yeah, and also saw a preview today. They were talking about two great New York shows, Seinfeld and Friends, which both were. The Friends apartment would have been like $6,000 for that apartment in the city, and I didn't get New York at all. And Seinfeld, maybe it was just some Jewish people with some very Jewish people. I can say that because I am a member of the tribe. They were both New York shows, but never shot in New York. They really, Gotham now shot more in New York, but what's a real New York show? I don't know, Barney Miller, but was that? Yeah, I don't know. I guess so I just thought that was funny that Friends was a New York show. I didn't feel New York at all watching that. I felt like I was watching a bunch of California people trying to pretend they were in New York City. Yeah, that's what it was more. It was more of a fake show. So Walking Dead tomorrow night, and that's it. That's all I got to say tonight. So I'm rambling, but love you. Goodbye. Good night. Have a good one.